Okay, so it was around this area in 1997 that I felt I could actually talk to Emily after lots of coffee. So I was driving, and we are at Government in Dallas. Government's a street where Emily Carr lived. And it's along Dallas Road I make my daily rounds driving. But what happened is I really got the sense that I had the opportunity to meet her in 1997. I just had this feeling about it. And I think the night sky is going to be different tonight. But there is this bright star, kind of like a North Star, but it's facing south. And I just figured, well, if I should drive to where that star lines up. I think that's where I gotta go, because the star was so bright. Over here is Beacon Hill Park. Probably can't see it in this light, but I thought, well, maybe I should just go to Beacon Hill Park. But I got stronger vibes in 97 that, and we'll go to Beacon Hill Park later, but I got much stronger vibes that the star in the sky, if I could only go to line up where the star in the sky was, I would be able to, that's where she'd be if I wanted to meet her. I just had the sense. It's not a rational thing. It's not a rational thing at all. But then again, Victoria's not the most scientifically rational place to. So after lots of driving, here I am, where the star I saw lined up. And I just had this premonition, or this gut feeling, that this is where, if I were to meet Emily Carr, she was giving me a chance to meet her. That's what I felt. But it wouldn't be easy. And I had to think within myself if I really wanted to meet her. I think it was a challenge against my own feelings of fear about it. So anyways, here's where the star lined up. And let's get out of the car. So anyways, here we are outside the car here, and this row of trees is an entranceway kind of to a small field in the back here, and I felt this is where the star initially lined up. It was a very haunting experience for me, seeing the star line up with this space as I perceived it, and the anyhow, as I got towards this space, I heard all these strange animal sounds that I've never heard before, like a choir of owls and some other strange sounds, and they're all getting louder as I approach the space. You see, you don't hear any animal sounds now. So I really chickened out. I could not go behind these trees to see if Emily or whatever these animals were there, to see what was there. I think in a sense, Emily was testing me, because I know she liked animals and pets, and I never grew up with pets or animals, so I felt it was kind of a test. If I were to talk to Emily, if I really had the guts to talk to Emily, then I would have the guts to talk with her animals too, which you like to be surrounded by. So that's what I believe now. But as I couldn't go behind here, I decided to see if the star lined up behind here, because it is lining up in terms of a line down towards the locations here. So I will now show you where I thought maybe the star lined up next. So here is where I also thought the star lined up to. It's a war memorial statue, and for World War II, and 1945 is when Emily Carr died, and that wasn't what immediately brought me to this statue, of course, because 1945 is a landmark year for a lot of things. But this one does have the embodiment of the feminine heroic ideal, and I guess Emily Carr represents that now, the heroine, I should say, and and I always get kind of a weird chill when I see this statue, but when I get closer to the statue, I get this sense of warmth and comfort. So last time I was here, again, there were animal noises coming from behind the statue in another field of trees. So either it's the same kind of animals that live here, or it was just a really strange night for that. Whole chorus of these ghostly animals from behind here as I got to here, and then as I went behind here it got even louder. So I think it was really in fact a test from Emily in that way. It felt like that to me anyways. I took it to mean that. It may have just been a bunch of animals. So I took it to mean that it was a test. And anyhow, at least I felt somewhat more relaxed coming here, even with the sounds of the animals. Eventually drove me back to my car. So anyhow, I will now show you footage of a more recent experience in Summit Park. Alright, so just on our way back to Summit Park, where I've had another experience, we're going to just drive by Emily Carr's childhood home. We're driving down Government Street, also known as Carr Street. Just one block up here. Just one more block, and you'll see a preview of Carr House. Coming up to it. Carr's childhood home. I mean, we might as well pass it because we're heading that direction on the way. Here we go. Please slow down. See the plaque there? There's Carr House. There's their childhood home. So I'm going to go there in the daytime. And now we're off to Summit Park, which is near where my parents live. And for some reason, maybe because it's a place I go quite often to meditate and stuff like that, maybe, and I'm usually sensitive to things there, phenomena there, maybe that's why I felt potentially her presence leading me there to Summit Park near my place. So this is where we're going to go next. Oh, wait a minute. Here's James Bay Inn. I'll roll down the window. It is here that Emily Carr died. And some people say they see her image in the window of the lobby. Now, the room she had is room 115, which is one of these probably. So she may have died in that room. I'm gonna go a little bit slowly just to look at these windows, but okay. There's another car behind me now, so now we're going to go to Summit Park. Here we are at Summit Park, which is in walking distance from where my parents live. Earlier in this year, I did some contract work here, and so I was back in town, and sometimes, maybe it had to do with coffee, maybe it had to do with other things, but sometimes I get really sensitive to things going on. And for a while I didn't have my Walkman working, so I would get into the habit of talking to myself to keep myself company. And there was this one really nice night with satellites flying overhead and things like that, and I got these chills on my spine every time I thought I was getting a response from whatever this presence was. And so I'd ask, oh, is this person? And it'd be no chill. Was it this person? No chill. And then I asked if it was Emily Carr, and there was a chill. I just started talking to myself, and then I wanted to talk to Emily. It just came about one day, and I just kept on talking to myself, thinking that she might listen, or that she was listening to what I was saying. So I talked to myself, whispered to myself, and I just kept on going how I wanted to talk with her, and I really wanted her guidance, and then I'd leave her alone because I thought maybe I was pestering her. And so I got the same kind of feeling I did in 1997. However, I got it this year.